Shalom, shalom. Say all praises, Kahalal, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Akakwadash. Shalom to the Akyam and Akwat that's out there pushing this word in truth and sincerity in all corners of this world. Shalom and double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS who continue to rule and continue to guide us in the truth. Alright, this is Yasar again from Trinidad with a short video, and it's basically like, talking about the true awakening, right? I have a short video, so I just start off with Daniel 12:4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Right? Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. And right now we are at the time of the end. And you see here, as you say, many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. And that's what's happening right now around the world. Knowledge is being increased, right? And Mosiah is letting the Spirit work on the Israelites that are there and starting to get them to be a little rowdy and stuff, to cause the uproars and the uprising, to show the true identity of who we are, really. We are the one that is actually written in this book. This book is only written for the Israelites, right? So you could see, but all the thing that so-called started from George Floyd, but we all know is the Most High hand, that the whole America is in uproar considering the movement that they're doing with Black Lives Matter, etc. But it also spilling all over the world because they started to take down statues of like in Trinidad, there's a big roar about taking down the Columbus statue. And there's also some statues concerning slavery that was taken down in England. And all over the world as well, you're seeing more uproars of people. And people against people and nation against nation. But more so, you're starting to hear and see these celebrities, right? Who now starting to come out and trying to realize who the true identity really is. A lot of them starting to say that they are Israelites, and who the real Jews are, and not those that say they were. A lot of them now starting to see who the wicked is, because they were blinded before. So, when people say they are awakening, was way back, I can't remember, 60, but it was long before I was born, right? That was the Christianity movement. That wasn't the true awakening. The true awakening is really when the Israelites start to awaken, which is what happening now. It's not for the whole world to awaken back then with true Christianity. That wasn't no awakening. The awakening, because the whole book was actually meant for Israelites and his people, his chosen people. So now they are awakening after they were blinded for so long, right? And now the true awakening of that, and now the true awakening of who they are as a people, as a chosen people, and who their real identity that goes back. So now is the true awakening of the whole world, right? So you see here, knowledge shall be increased, and people, not only they are awakening, but people starting to see that this is really coming to the end of the world. Of course, no one knows the exact date or time, but the signs are there. Besides the uproars, the natural disasters that's happening, right? The so-called COVID-19 pandemic, when the elites are putting things in place to start to mobilize their troops in terms of camping everyone, killing the economy, bringing down the economies, the monies. Then hopefully soon they will implement the vaccine, then go to total digital money, and then eventually end up to the microchip, which is the mark of the beast. All right, so I just want to touch a little bit on two scriptures here quickly. 2 Ezra 15, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord. Right? And you're hearing people talking about the prophecies that are taken off right now, and a lot of people seeing the plagues and pestilence but also the uproars of the people and the nation against the nation. And you've seen, everyone getting pushed to a certain edge. And right, all this is part of the prophecy, because this is the year of the prophecy and everything is unfolding. Verse 2, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Right, which is the book here basically. It is faithful and true. And you saw Daniel seal the book, but now it's being unsealed slowly for the knowledge of the Israelites. That's starting to become, aware of who they are. Right? Verse 3, fear not the imaginations against thee, let not incredulity of them trouble thee that speaketh against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Right? Therefore said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cried unto me, and the souls and the just complain continually. Therefore said the Lord, I will surely avenge them, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them to dwell in the land of Egypt. This Egypt is actually means not Egypt back then, but it's actually the America. Right? So he's saying, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter, which is have been happening, which is why they have the uprising now, where people saying the Black Lives Matter. Right? And then just want to jump to this and close off there. Verse Revelation 22, starting from 7. Behold, I come quickly. Blessed is he that keepeth the sayings of the prophecy of this book. Right? This is here and where there. So that's Yahushua speaking there. And I, John, saw these things and heard them. And when I had heard and seen, I fell down to worship before the feet of the angel, which showed me these things. Right? That angel was Yahushua here. And then said he unto me, see thou do it not, for I am thy fellow servant and thy brethren the prophets, right? And of them which keep the sayings of this book worship God. So you tell John, don't bow down, because we are brothers, right, who prophesy the sayings of this book. And he said unto me, seal not the sayings of the prophecy of this book, for the time is at hand. And the time is at hand. So now, as the book is being opened and people starting to realize a lot of stuff that was seen in the book, especially when it comes to Revelation 13 and 16 to 17, where to talk about the mark of the beast, which is the microchip that is coming soon. Right? So the true awakening is happening, and you've seen it worldwide, and all about, you could see that more and more people is waking up and trying to come against what was done to them. Right? But don't worry, everything will be recompensed in time. Right? And with that, I want to say shalom until the next time.